What's up, y'all? This is MDZ De Niro doing this little movie review. Just finished watching the New Edition story, part one of three. And damn, I'm ready to watch part two right now. They got me open. I love the storyline. I love how they showing everything and they going deep into how the music business really is. It's like a lot of people don't understand how the business works. And I try to explain things to people, but people just think that when they see a person on TV, they just automatically assume that they're rich or they're getting it. They don't understand what a person has to go through to maintain. They don't understand how a celebrity could be on TV. They could be driving these nice cars, these rental cars, or these lease cars from the record company and looking like $1 million because the record company want to have their artists look like they're worth $1 million. When in reality, a lot of times the record labels pimp the artists, and they showed that. They showed the shady side of the music business. They show how a lot of people don't understand is how a record label works. A record label gives you advance. That advance is not free money. People think when they hear artists, oh, this artist got signed for $1 million. This artist got signed for this much money. They feel that the record label just gave them that money. They didn't give you money. When you get signed for that, that's an advance. An advance is they're giving you some of the money that you're going to owe them in advance. So when they give you that $1 million, they give you that $1 million because they think that you're going to be worth way more than $1 million. And they notice. So they're like, here, take this $1 million up front while we pimp the hell out of you and make $100 million off of you. And you just keep that $1 million that we gave you. And a lot of artists be happy with that. And then once they sign and they get that $1 million, they run through that $1 million thinking that it's going to be way much more money coming. And that much more money doesn't never come because the record label and the fine print write off everything you make. And they keep the rest. They take their money off the top and all the expenses that they do putting you on tour, these 360 deals where they make money off of everything. They make money off your tours, make money off your concession, make money off of all your items, everything that you sell, whatever. They use everything you do, your traveling, your eating, your hotels, all this stuff. You think that you're getting this, you think that it's just perks from the record company? No, you're paying for it. The artist, all this stuff comes out of the artist's pocket. And at the end of the day, when it's time to get paid, they subtract all the stuff that they did, all the stuff you did, all the hotels, all the traveling expenses, all the flying around in private jets, the makeup and all this stuff for female artists, the makeup and all of this, your clothing, they charge all of this. And most of the record companies is real gangsters. They boost up the prices. It might have cost you $2,000 for a ticket. They might lie and say, oh, we paid $5,000 for that ticket. You ain't getting receipts. So after they do all of that and they cut all of that, did you see the check they got? New Edition? They got a check for $1. They went on a world tour, made millions, but got a check for $1. Dang. That's what record companies do. I'm glad they showed that. And how did y'all feel about when they got rid of their manager that they started with, the manager that molded them into New Edition, the manager that gave them their name, New Edition? How did y'all feel when the parents voted the manager out because the manager wasn't getting the money? I know some of y'all might be mad and be like, oh, that's grimy. That's not loyal. But sometimes we as a people can be loyal to a fault. Meaning, it's not good to be over loyal to a person. You got to understand, a manager's job is to represent the artist. And you should have a manager that really knows the business. If the manager doesn't know the business and the manager is leading the artist astray and the manager is not getting the proper money, that they're not fighting for the artist to get what the artist is supposed to get, then you got to get rid of that manager. And I'm not saying that it's that manager's fault, because sometimes artists sign, they get mad at what they get after they sign a messed up contract. You can't get mad at what you get after you sold your soul to the devil. You can't be mad at that. That's your fault for signing. You should have read the fine print. You should have asked questions before you was happy to sign. But a lot of times that's what happened. So I feel it's not wrong for them to get rid of him, because you should have somebody that knows the business, knows how to haggle, knows how to fight for their artists, know how to represent their artists, not just go along with anything the record label tells them. So I understand that. But just how you see how they hired the next manager that was selling them dreams, that's another thing. You can't believe everything you hear. Sometimes people get so hyped up because somebody come along and sell them dreams. I could do this for you. I could do that for you. They might have hidden agendas. You saw how they hired the next manager, and the next manager got paid $1 million for signing them to a company that he's working with. And then at the end of the day, he's pimping them too. So they got played twice. That's why this business is grimy. This business is shady. Always have your lawyers. Trust no one. Do not trust anyone. Trust no one. Have your lawyers. Because that's what happened. It's messed up where they go on a world tour. World tour. All around the world. Making millions. Then after the tour's over, they got to come back to the projects. And they get a check for $1. So really, in actuality, all they gained was fame and then the experience. No money. That happens to a lot of artists. Look at TLC. Look at my woman crush, Toni Braxton. Damn, Toni Braxton. Wherever you at, if you watching this video, Toni, I will marry you. Toni Braxton, I will marry you. Fuck a Birdman. I have no respect on his name. Toni Braxton, if you out there, you watching this little review right here, I'm MDZ De Niro. Fuck MDZ De Niro. I'm Marcus. My name is Marcus. And I think you're gorgeous. And I will marry you. Alright. Anyway, let me get back to this New Edition review. I just want to say I love the part 1 of 3. It was excellent. If you didn't see it, go watch it. I don't want to give away too much because I don't want to spoil it for y'all. But watch it. You gotta watch it. I'm about to watch part 2 right now because part 1 got me open. I want to see what happened next. And shout out to New Edition. I got a chance to meet them when I was smaller. I might put some of the pictures up or whatever, but they still my people. They still my uncle ran with some of them, and I respect them because they was always humble people, humble dudes. I remember they used to come to the hood in Brooklyn. You know, for them to come inside the projects in Brooklyn, back at the height of their career, back in the 80s, back in the early 80s, whatever, 80s, yeah, it had to be the 80s, I was mad young. So back in the early 80s, when Brooklyn was crazy, mad gunfire, shootouts, crazy crime, crack epidemic hit, they at the top of their career. They would come to my crib in the hood. Shout out Ralph. Shout out Bobby Brown. Shout him out, yo. Anyway, MDZ Dinero signing out. If you like this little review, look forward to the next one, next two. I know it's 3 parts of this series, so I'm gonna be doing 3-part review. And like, comment, subscribe, share. Tell me what you want to hear more about. Tell me what you liked about my review. Tell me what you didn't like about my review. If you disagree with something I said, let me know in the comments. If you want to hate in the comments, hate. I'll probably ignore you, but feel free. Anyway, I'm DZ Lindero, signing out. Peace.